Alright, this is gonna be a video regarding the state of the Trails fanbase right now. So, if you guys don't already know, Kuro no Kiseki 2 Crimson Sin is coming out next year on fall 2022. For one, I am excited to see how it goes. And two, I do plan to play it when the time comes, since I haven't played the first Kuro game yet, and I'm looking forward to playing the first Kuro game once Zero Field is done with what they do, because they're hard at work, of course. Alright, next. We got an article that we have to show up. Obviously, it's RPG site. Obviously, people would be upset at the fact that, that they said Nihon Falcom hopes to speed up the localization for Legend of Heroes. Now, let's just get this out of the way. They're not gonna rush. They're gonna put quality over quick release. Alright? I just want to point this out here, because we're in the West, we're in games behind. We don't have the crossbow games yet. We don't have Hajimari or Trails into Reverie. I just want to point that out. Alright, second of all, we have to accept the fact that it is a 3-year gap. Yes, I know release dates are impossible, but we have to accept the fact that they're behind, and Falcom and NISA, they're doing all they can, and hopefully the situation is actually better. But then again, we have to be patient, because that's how it is. Alright? You guys got Trails into Zero, Trails into Azure. They're coming, of course, around 2022, even 2023. You guys have to realize that they're going to be simultaneously releasing on all the consoles they can. You guys got Windows, PC, which is basically on Steam, or Epic Game Pass. I don't know. If it's not Epic Game Pass, you guys can tell me. You guys got PlayStation 4. You guys got the Switch. The reason why it's taking so long is because, well, the fact it's on console, PC, and Switch. They're gonna release it all at the same time. You're gonna be like, oh, why don't they just release the PlayStation 1 first? Alright, what if I get a comment saying, where's the Switch version? Where's the PC version? A lot of people will complain. There's obviously fickle, of course. So, I want to say this right now. If it's more better if it's released all in one than having to deal with a quick release that could turn out fine or turn out rushed. Alright? Just know that. Also, the fact that Reverie's into Stadia, that's good for Stadia. Because the more it's ported, the more success it'll be. If it's a late port, then people are not gonna play it. Of course, I could say the same for Azure and frickin' Zero, but it is what it is. And we have to deal with the certain situation, the fact that we have to be patient. And you guys can't get mad at the devs, can't get mad at the localization, that it's taking very long. I've dealt with so many similar situations where games take very long, of course. Ends up being Tales series, Persona series, Fire Emblem, let's see, yeah, more, etc. You guys have to accept the fact that we're gonna have to patiently wait for these games. And if you guys want to avoid spoilers, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with avoiding spoilers, but you can't just get mad at a game for trying to release. That's just wrong, I've seen the comments on Reddit, Twitter. Hell, I even saw a post involving a death threat. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. You guys are messed up. The whole state of the player base right now, very messed up. Because, they're purposely impatient right now. You guys don't know what you want. It's like, oh, maybe we should get the games faster. Maybe we should patiently wait. You guys don't know what you want. But I'll make it simple as clear. Just be patient. And like I said, I'm going to point this out. You have to consider the fact that Trails game is a text-heavy series and translation takes time. Yes, as I've seen with Geofront Team and Geofront Team, they work extremely hard at what they do. I'm proud of those teams because, like, one, they do the best work, having to support the community, and God, they're doing God's work, honestly. If I would, like, donate to them, if I had, like, more money, I would donate to them because, like, one, they're doing a fantastic job. You guys have to realize, how many lines are in the Trails game? Probably, like, more than 5 million lines, including, like, NPCs and, like, main dialogue, sub-stories, sub-dialogue. You guys gotta realize, that's a lot of translation, and that's a lot of work to be put up front. You guys are saying, oh, the Geofront team is already done with the translation. Surely we could put them on the consoles. We should release it now. No, it's not perfect. Like, I've seen the Geofront thing. I've seen Zero Field. They're not perfect. They try as very hard as they can. They're really good. But I say the translation's not perfect, and we can accept that because, one, they can work hard to adjust it over the next couple years or so, because it's not a perfect product, because you're gonna have flaws along the way, and you're here to fix them slowly, not fast, but slowly. And now, let's bring up this NISA. Of course, NISA's the one that localizes the games, but you gotta realize that NISA has their own games they make as well. Like, you gotta realize that NISA is also a game dev company too, because they don't just localize, they also make as well. So they prioritize more on their games, more in the Falcom games, and I say that's good on them, because, like, one, if you prioritize your own games more, that shows how much you are as a game dev, honestly. Because, like, one, game dev first, localization of it later, because that's just how it is, alright? Even if this is a terrible explanation, I will say, it is kind of rough. But then again, we accept the fact that it's happening. And now, let's bring up to the next point of view, right now. I've seen bad comments. I've seen people say, oh, it's terrible news that we're gonna be so many games behind. Yes, we realize that. Anything we can do about it? We patiently wait. That's all I can really say, is patiently wait. After all, we could really sure that the pacing could improve. It doesn't sound very reassuring, of course. My company would also prefer to make money in 2022, although we don't have a plan at the moment. To be fair, yes, but we have to realize they gotta finalize the text, finalize the translation, finalize the editing, finalize the process, finalize, you know, the fact that we're gonna release simultaneously on all devices that they can. PlayStation, Switch, Steam, Epic Game Pass, even Stadia. Guys gotta accept the fact that we have to wait. Like, I understand, like, we come in a world where worldwide releases are, like, a thing, but you guys gotta realize, simultaneous global release is better than having to wait for, like, ports at a time. Like, if you simultaneously release all at the same time, it'll be a much efficient product that way, instead of having to, like, wait it out. That's why they're taking so much time. And all you are saying, like, Kuro series is gonna be complete before we even get a chance to play it. Yes, we can all agree on that. But it is what it is. You guys should realize, there are more games than just the Kaseki series, more than just the Trails series. Like, I play games from time to time that is not Trails based. Sure, it helps my community that I love the Trails games, but I have a limit to how I want to play. I don't just play Trails just because, like, you know, I'm gonna be playing Trails for it. I'm playing Trails because I love the series. Am I gonna complain about the series, like, is getting delayed? No. That doesn't really matter. I play the series because I like the game. I like the series. And yeah, you guys gotta accept the fact that, you know, there's other games you gotta play. Not just Trails games. You guys are realizing there are no other games that should be played. There are many games you could play in the meantime. You guys got Persona. You guys got SMT. You guys got Tales. You got Fire Emblem. You guys got, hell, even the Mario Sonic games. You even got the Zelda series, Kirby, Metroid, even Yakuza, God of War series. Like, I can name so many series. And yet, including Final Fantasy as well. I can name so many series right now that you guys should realize Falcom isn't... You guys shouldn't be focused too much on Falcom. You guys should focus much more on the fact that we gotta wait. Yeah, we have to wait. Because the state of what it is, to be honest... RPG site? Yes, this is a trash article. Yes, we are realizing this is a trash article. And the fact that we have to, like, let NISA do their work, let Falcom do their work, and let them do the best they can at what they do. Because at this point, we shouldn't really be complaining to them at all. Because if you guys really be complaining to them, that'd be very impatient. I used to complain to Xseed about the state of how they wanted to release their games. And then, like, all of a sudden, most of their localization team drops out of Xseed and goes to NISA. And, like, it was a rough company as is. I still hate Xseed to this day. I still really do, because how they treated CS1 and 2 with the way, like, you know, how it's not released to the Switch, you know. But it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, this is what Xseed wanted to do, and I can't fault them for that, to be honest. Because they have their other games to, like, they want to make and localize, of course. Because they can't just prioritize Trails series all the time. Like, come on. You guys gotta realize there are other games that need to be prioritized more than other games that need to be prioritized, because it is what it is. So yeah, on that note, I hope, like, you guys realize if this is the state of what we're in for games, it is what it is. We can't fault that at all. Like, come on. We have to realize that patience is a virtue. And the amount of patience, well, will be your exact reward. Like, for one, you guys got the Trails, Azure, and Zero. Even though, like, translation, you guys can really play them. It's not a perfect product, of course. They did the best they could, translating everything. Hell, even Hajimari, they translated everything. They even held a guide spreadsheet for us. It's not perfect. There were, like, a few flaws along the way when I was playing the game, but, like, yeah. It is what it is, to be honest. So, like, yeah. I hope you guys can realize that we require patience. That's the only thing that matters, patience. If you guys don't have patience, then I don't consider you guys a Trails fan at all. Because, like, one, patience. You need patience. It is what it is. Don't be impatient. Because we can't have good things if you're impatient. Because, you know, because you guys can, like, you know, get punished for it if you're impatient. Like, one, they probably would purposely not release Kuro series if we're acting this way, and I don't want that to happen. I want us to have an efficient release date. Maybe like 2024 when the timing goes well, and it'll be is what it is, to be honest. So hopefully you guys can read my message through. I guess see you guys all next time.